Good morning and welcome to the Morning Waka Show with Princess on top, your wonderful station where your matana we own, CHRICED Radio and TV. Now inside the matter, every 9 o'clock like this, we bring to you Inside Niger Show. This now the show where we take start the day and we first of all bring you the front pages of newspaper, after which we'll go enter inside the big tourism where they hot for the news with a sabi person inside studio. We go break everything down. If I be you, I no go anywhere. I go tanda gidigbam for here because where we want enter so, no be where you want take carry last. Make we take a very short break. When we come back, we dive into the front pages of the papers.
Hello, my country people of Nigeria. It don't take small where I say you. Maybe now one of the reasons why rumors in the spread say Kebobo don't leave the media space. But you know what? Say no to fake news. Because I never get tired and I know they retire. I just change gears small and make we enjoy ourselves better. Before you don't listen to me and that voice they sweet you, the analysis they tutorial. Now you go to watch me live on top CHRICED Radio and television, where we go to break down news analysis well for you. On top of newspaper radio, big story where they happen. Inside program what we call Inside Niger. You go enjoy them well because we go break down for you, you go reason with us and you go understand the drama well. What you need to do now to follow us on top www.chricedradiotv.com, or you can follow us on top all our social media platforms. My name is Olawale Omane. On top CHRICED Radio and television, your matter now we own.
Welcome back to Inside Niger. Sharp, make we move. Enter the front pages of the newspaper. Leading the newspapers this morning, now the Punch newspaper. And the Punch newspaper starts by to tell us, say the CDS don't come out. They say 2027 elections, now they responsible for the recent increase inside the kilikilis for we country. And still, Oga Musa they say a steady flow of foreign cash. Now they give this terrorism ginger to they do within they do. PDP Giaga, Wike camp, say no, they're not agree for all that zoning talks with Makinde and Diri. And again, PDP governors right now say that they for Zamfara and say they just the trial the city to settle some of the Igiaga and some of the party wahala then. UK now they lead Nigeria Q1 capital inflow with 5.5 trillion naira. And now the Owade don't they tell Oni say UK recognize Alafi as the Yoruba supreme leader. EFCC, NIS don't pursue another 51 people from outside country where then judge guilty for different kind of offense we get to do with cyber fraud. External reserve don't increase to a 44-month high of $41 billion. 3 of our Niger people were based for America don't collect 8 years in prison on top accusation of $520,000 worth of fraud. And finally, for the front page of the Punch this morning, Oyo go pay 1 billion naira compensation on top circular road project. All this and more now you will see inside the Punch newspaper. Following closely this morning, now the Guardian newspaper, and inside the Guardian newspaper, big picture of the Alafi and the Oni, and then say this Igiaga between the two of them, old war path for new entrance. Big English there, but enter inside the Guardian. The full story day there, they wait for you. Ebonyi landslide, oh, that na weather matter, don't kill 2 people as the state government don't close mining site. Nigeria foreign exchange reserve don't hit $41 billion, and that na the highest inside 44 months. Now within the Central Bank of Nigeria, the yarn be that. Catholic bishops don't they threaten to pursue any of their clerics, any of the religious leaders there where they interested in politics. RMAFC don't say a score to everybody and say they are going ahead to do changes inside the salary package for people who hold office. The quarrel don't they deep more and more inside PDP. On top say that they gather for Lagos as they ready for the Ibadan convention. And now we get one to read for inside the front page of the Guardian, where men, women then go need to read where they talk about some doings them on top inner room matters. And even with all the plenty basic where they ground, NNPCL declare 185 billion naira profit. Now within FAAC they talk and they pay 7.9 trillion naira into the purse of the Federal Accounts Allocation Committee. All this and many more inside the Guardian newspaper of today. The Vanguard come follow, and inside the Vanguard this morning, plenty tourists dey there. Make we start you would say on the change of weather. Come and see how plenty water palava of flood just they make the wahala of body matter care for Nigeria to the go wester and wester. When you see them, you go see say some tori dey there about flood, some dey there about other matters. Them experts myself they talk. You go shall need to enter for the Vanguard, make you for see them. And still insecurity. Now in they cause more pains inside the north. Now within the Arewa Consultative Forum, they yarn be that. ASU, they threaten to go on strike and say no, they no accept the Obonga government loan scheme. Olu of Worry don't start off Iwere Trust Fund with 750 million naira. And Tinubu don't come out from Japan, they travel go Brazil. The process they go on now to name people then with the finance terrorists inside Nigeria. Chief of Defense Staff now drop that one. Finally, for the front page of the Vanguard, 2027, fresh wahala they come for inside PDP on top their zoning formula. All this and more inside the Vanguard newspaper of today. The Nation newspaper now move next inside the list of papers. PDP convention, they threatened by the battle where leaders, the battle over zoning. Enter there, small gist follow inside where you go see. Be part of our steady rise. Now waiting Tinubu, they tell Niger people where they outside country, what they call diaspora. Edo government don't they step up the fight against cultism, and they don't declare most of the court leaders wanted. Student loan sharing, that's the one that they give student loan, it don't reach $86.3 billion. Now within NEL fund, they yarn be that. And today for inside Lagos, Madam First Lady go empower 1,000 women. Mba don't return back Okpara vision by to repair hotel presidential. All these plenty more inside the Nation newspaper of today. Closely following that paper this morning, make we enter for inside the Daily Trust. The Daily Trust this morning start by to say the attack will happen for mosque inside Katsina. They don't continue to they look for survivors. They look for more dead bodies. As so far, 50 dead body now they don't recover. Chief of Defense Staff come out now. They say, all this Igiaga where they start again, it really they cause worry. Inside all the para, all the verse, all the Igiaga, RMAFC don't begin to they still do checking of how to increase salaries of public officers. Another one, they say accusation done there on the head of one man, say he flogged his son to death. FCT community people don't begin the run come up for their house, take of erosion. Nigeria Forex Reserve don't increase to 41 billion naira. Government don't deport 102 China people and others on top cybercrime. Even though they meet waiting OPEC, the share where OPEC say Nigeria meet, but the drop of price still they threaten capital projects inside Nigeria. Finally, for the front page of the Daily Trust, on 2027, Microzoning battle now in don't divide southern PDP leaders. Check for all this and plenty other sweet yarns them inside the Daily Trust newspaper of today. Moving quickly to the next paper, Nigerian Tribune. PDP Giaga. Makinde the talk tough. He said when people go low or go into the gutters and no they follow them go there. Now waiting in yam be that. He saying ready sha to talk to ones they will divest, may they see how they go settle am. Party not dead. It will offer better option in 2027. Now waiting Governor Diri and others they yarn be that. All these plenty more tourists inside the Nigerian Tribune. Nigeria Foreign Exchange Reserve don't hit $41 billion and this now the highest since year 2021. Every Nigerian supposed learn combat skills to fit defend themselves. Chief of Defense Staff now in the yarn all of this. Allah can come out say why and no go fight in anything of who get power pass, who get level pass with any oba. One woman with a mistake say na kidnapper. Now so they use jungle justice to kill her away for inside Kwara. Or your government don't approve 1 billion naira as compensation for secular road projects and then share 600 million naira. Adeleke say we will get our local governments back. Don't begin the rally PDP members for 2026 election. ASU, they threaten fresh strike and say they don't accept Ogboge government loan scheme. They don't gather their members now to do rally all over universities then. All this, plenty more, now you go see for inside the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Before we go draw the curtain on top the front pages of paper, I will bring you some sports news as Punch Sports Extra start to talk about Rahim Bado Anima Shaun in exclusive interview. And he can say him believe, say if he do pass what Mike Tyson do and break record to become world champion of boxing at the age of 20 years old. Enter there, make you see what this young man take the talk that side. Adesanya Masef go make UFC return inside Abu Dhabi. The Tigers coach and their captain, the laments, say our basketball team of men no qualify further inside the Afro basket competition. PL clubs don't break transfer spending record. Barnsley coach don't say na lie, be the rumor say they won't sack Nwakali. Italian press, they won Milan against Boniface deal. See why Napoli rejects PSG 200 million euros offer for Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia. Remo Stars go host Rivers United in the first game of MPFL. I did not come to Nigeria for money. Now waiting challenge, they yarn be that. Rodrigo agents, they meet Arsenal and even Liverpool. And finally, Eze go undergo Arsenal medical test today. Enter for inside the Punch Sports Extra. Get all of the sports gist and your own no go lost. And this now will go close mouth on top the front pages of newspapers inside Nigeria for today. But do yourself a good one. Try to go newspaper stand or even if not the ones then with the sell for road. Buy at least one of these papers. Make you for know waiting be the full yarns inside of them. They will come your way again on Monday morning 9 o'clock with another beautiful edition of the front pages of newspapers. Continue to enjoy yourself, but no go anywhere because when we come back, now straight into the big to reach them inside the news. If you follow us well, you go know say the Chief of Defense Staff been the talk say every Niger person now suppose sabi combat skills. We get our sabi person inside the studio we go help us to pieces these yarns and give us other ideas on top the matter. No go anywhere, we dey come back now.
Hello, my country people of Nigeria. It don't take small where I say yo. Maybe now one of the reasons why rumors in the spread say Kebobo don't leave the media space. But you know what? Say no to fake news. Because I never get tired and I know they retire. I just change gears small and make we enjoy ourselves better. Before you don't listen to me and that voice they sweet you, the analysis they tutorial. Now you go to watch me live on top CHRICED radio and television. Where we go to break down news analysis well for you. On top of newspaper radio, big story where they happen. inside program what we call Inside Naija. You go enjoy am wella because we go break am for you, you go reason with us and you go understand the grammar well well. Wetin you need to do now na to follow us on top www.cricedradiotv.com or you fit follow us on top all our social media platforms. My name na Kolawole Omoniyi on top CHRICED Radio and Television. Your matter na we own.
Welcome back to the show. My name's Princess Aniana inside Naija. Now you dey on top so, and time don't reach for us to bring to you the big tourism we carry weight inside the papers and inside the news today and even all over the week. For inside the talk today, we will first carry you for the one where we say the chief of defense staff been go one of our national televisions yesterday to take talk some things on top matter where they go on for insecurity from when he talks say to the build up to 2027 elections, we look for why would they get insecurity palaver now, and then to also say we all, every Niger person, for the sake of to defend themselves, need to sabi combat skills. Now, when we say combat skills, we get sabi person for studio, we go help us break this thing down and then go to share your own thoughts with us. And then if you they follow the news, earlier this week, he gets one of our persons for Niger we been go for Canada to go find, say, want to nationalize, maybe they give am a place to hide. You know, he can't they explain, he can't give history, say him been there for PDP, he can't later day APC. So now in Canada court say, the way they see things, say the things where PDP and the things where APC they do, they call am terrorist activity. It's the same as terrorism. And so, because of that, they no go fit give am that consider for our country request we ask for. Anyway, different color of belle don't they burst on top that matter. We also get our sabi person inside the studio. We go take also follow us talk about them. Now, if you know they watch this program or you know they listen, you do on a long thing. The only thing you guys to do, go for your YouTube or go for your Facebook. Watch us live at CHRICED Radio TV. And we also do on top our radio at www.cricedradiotv.com. Make you for follow us. And then you feel take like our pages, subscribe to our pages, drop your contributions for as this video they go down. All right, now, so we could come back inside the studio, we could follow our guest talk. So inside the studio this morning, I get Oyewale Yelola. Where we sabi man on top politics matter and also lecturer for Federal Polytechnic Ado Ekiti. Welcome to the studio, sir.
Yes, it's good to be on the show today.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, so you already hear when we talk within day for the newspapers, you hear the introduction when I drop, and one starts with the talk by the Chief of Defense Staff. Starting from the script already, for Kakangi community, for inside some parts of Kaduna State, attack happened for there. When we go to Plateau State, attack happened for there. In short, they even go Katsina for early morning prayer for mosque. Go keep people through away. Till now, they say they find more of the dead bodies them. And Arewa Consultative Forum don't come out. They shout, say, the kind of insecurity where they worry for notes. If they cause wahala, they are worried, they are worried, they are worried. Before we go to waiting Chief of Defense Staff talk, waiting you get to talk about the spate, the level of insecurity, killings, wasting of life inside the north side of the country.
The thing be say, when we talk about issue of insecurity, it's something that's a recurring issue in Nigeria. With the thing where it don't they happen before, it still they happen. No be say the government does stop am. And then you go see people, bandit, you go keep person, you go see kidnapper, go kidnap person. You go see, say, some terrorists, then see they attack people, then say keep people. They go to mosques, they go keep people. They go to village, they go keep people, they withdraw, then go back. It don't happen for Nasarawa here. It don't happen for Kwara. It don't happen for Plateau. It don't happen for Katsina. It's still just like every other northern state now there, then they report, say, so they come to our village, they come to our worship center, come kill us. And now then come they talk, say, this issue, say insecurity, Yes, government go come out, then go say they don't try. But if you don't try, people suppose see the end now. Even if no be the end, no be the thing where you go come be like say na everyday dem go dey report say dem keep person for here, dem keep somebody for mosque, dem keep somebody for dis state. For Kwara wey im dey say I dey live, even for like for the past 1 month now, the issue of insecurity there na ogbonge one. The way people for village now, that's why I will now take us to wetin the chief of the rental staff talk. Dey talk say but issue of insecurity is something that don dey happen before, and no be say the thing don stop.
Okay, but he also mentioned say it is improving if you compare with last year.
Okay.
Yes, he said if you compare with last year and this year, say insecurity don somehow dey less.
Okay.
You agree?
And maybe last year dem kill like 2,000 person, there now dem kill 1,000.
But you agree?
So no, there is nothing to agree about what the chief of defense staff is saying. If you are talking about one life actually matters, while we understand that it's not possible that you have a perfect security system that will not be challenged. But when you see have a recurring issue, you have bandits going to villages, even in states. In Kwara State Kwara State is known to be a state of harmony, but the last 1 year, right, the last 2 months right now, the issue of insecurity has been a recurring issue. Even the same chief of defense staff right now, I know the army, they're under his watch right now. They need to deploy people to the forest to ensure that they tackle them. And it's still reoccurring. Just even the last week, they still have recorded cases. What improvement is he talking about?
Okay, now, so this in talk, when he come out now, say, every Nigerian person suppose learn combat skills. In the explanation, he say, if you go to Europe, say, it be like swimming, it be like driving. Say, now something where every Nigerian person suppose learn. Now, he say, unarmed combat skills. But what unarmed combat skills mean?
The thing where your guy, they talk. You know, say if they want confuse Nigerian, they will just use big oyinbo. You say combat skill. So if the terrorists come attack me with AK, we come attack village with AK-47, we go just cha 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 cha.
It's a
Go
taekwondo.
AK. So they don't they come now. They come with arms, ammunition. And the thing where you go use your stick. No, that one no possible. Oga CDS, the chief of defense, is somebody that I respect so much because he has been trying his best and he has been coming out to speak out on want to bring about solution. But he should talk more. He should focus his attention on what should be the solution, how to resolve this issue. And the advice has been before you ask people to start learning combat skill, which is actually a form of self-defense. You cannot shy away from that. Say make people no know say self-defense. Because even for children, for our pikin for ourselves, we don't teach them saying na self-defense. Even people won't bully you for outside, they just want to attack you anyhow. And the thing you're supposed to be that. Yes, it's necessary. But if people are talking about people coming with arms and ammunition, and you are now talking about self-defense, I think that's not the advice is not actually enough to resolve the insecurity issue in the country. Because if we are talking about self-defense, there is no technology. Let me use this as an example. If you go to supermarket and if you dey supermarket, you come dey try corner something. You know, say for supermarket, you go there on your own. You fit even enter distance, say, hey, I like this and I no get this money. May I corner this inside my pocket? If you corner that inside your pocket, forget them go dey wait for you. Say, madam, may we check. You don corner something. They go stop you for gate. Shey na because that people get like 24 hours now, so dem say dem get CCTV wey dem dey use monitor their supermarket. So if anybody dey do anyhow, they don know the person wey do anyhow, dem go wait for that person, go check. But for Nigeria, we don dey tell dem say okay o, get CCTV, use technology. Because insecurity issue wey dem dey talk, beyond the advice of the self-defense, beyond buying arms and ammunition, beyond rewarding, giving due reward, improving the morals of security, armed forces and all that, they need to invest heavily in security. They need to put plenty money inside technology. Say okay, for forest now, they know say they get hidden CCTV for there, not even the one wey you go come put for road. Everybody go know say na that CCTV. No be the same one wey we dey talk o. The CCTV wey you go say people wey sabi sef, na people wey sabi, maybe na you go put am under the tree, dem know say you go see very large view. And you get people wey dey control room dey work. And people wey dey control room, no be say dem go say we dey control room na to dey sleep o. No work for control room. Na to dey put your eye like eagle eye dey watch each screen. say this thing wetin dey happen for here. If you see any wuruwuru, you don call people wey dey on ground, security officer wey dey on ground for that place. Something dey wuruwuru for this part, abeg go do patrol. So if dem go do patrol now, if dem don dey blow siren, omo, the people wey dey, if dem na bandit o, if dem be kidnapper o, if dem just wan do, even if na armed robber, dem go know say people dey here, dem dey charge, they are in charge and they know wetin dey happen. But if you no know wetin dey happen, dem dey kill people for that other side and security dey here, dem no even know. And until when dem come call their phone number, dem go know. No be the thing wey we need o. Heavy investment, dem must put plenty money on top security matter for them to get CCTV camera, hidden CCTV camera. No be the thing dem say, this one na CCTV, make I blow this one. If I don blow this one now, dem no go see me again. But hidden security CCTV wey people go know, because you go enter some offices, you no go know say dem get CCTV. But dem know say dem monitor. Oga for the top and the security dem dey get information as people dey move in and out. You see know some organization wey you see say some staff dey do any waka wayo. The oga sef, as you finish that your wayo, you come see you receive call. Oga go come say, come check wetin you do. Shey next time, if dem sack that one and dem bring another person in, next time you think say dem go try am? Dem no go try am now, because you know say if you do anyhow, dem dey watch you. Or if here dem go say we too have wide, the land mass dey wide.
Yes,
The land mass dey wide.
he mentioned issue
for
of
resource.
road.
Okay.
He mentioned, he talk am, he say people dey feel say anytime wey dem cry out say some attack dey happen, make dem run dey come. But say sometimes the terrain no smooth.
And make dem tell oga now, make dem tell oga.
He say road no good. Say and also these terrorist people too, man, dem dey get information and say then they have weapons. He still mention am. This all this talk wey he dey talk, he mention am. But he say Oga Presido don sign one defense bill where we go start to dey produce these things now.
All these things wey na mouth, no be na every time dem dey talk am now. No be na today we dey hear am. Oga CDS dey complain say road no good. He no tell oga. Na the thing wey he suppose, even before he come out sef, na the thing wey he suppose go tell Oga Presido, say Oga Presido Tinubu, President Tinubu, see all these things. If you want make we secure Nigeria, make Nigerians no dey shout your name, say for Tinubu era, dem dey kill people, dem dey find people for Kogi, dem dey find people for Plateau, dem dey find people for Katsina. They say road, oga fix am. Even before you come out, they go dey talk. Now that's why na the thing problem wey me I get with government be that. You go dey deceive yourself one kind. But you wey dey deceive yourself, you go dey come out tactically to expose yourself again.
Because he mentioned law, the courts. He said our justice system too na problem. Say they go even take things to court, take evidence. Court go use time to where say even the delay. Say make they do special courts where go they tackle all these matters there. He actually called plenty points. So he called plenty. But even mention
I know
Oga
CDS, I know am very well. Oga sabi the job. To be frank and to be in fairness to him, Oga sabi the job. But my own issue with Oga be say, Oga CDS be say, he no even dey in power. Shey na CDS go do. Shey na CDS go say make dem put money for technology. You can only advise. You go fit tell Oga Presido. So I dey beg Oga Presido, President Bola Tinubu now. Say,
you know even the country.
I know he go here. Oga go here. I know President go here now. Because people, even the minister, then they hear wetin dem dey talk. Even for CHRICED TV and radio, right? I know say dem dey follow, dem dey hear. So I go beg Oga Tinubu, say for Nigeria, everybody don dey shout your name, say insecurity dey go up, as dem dey even dey battle the issue of economy hardship. So if the insecurity come join am right now, the matter go worse. So Oga Tinubu, our own president, abeg, no be say you Oga Umahi talk say we don do road, you don do that. You don see your CDS dey complain say road still dey bad. So you need to fix the road, make infrastructure dey. Wey they call them for command base, say issue dey happen, they go fit drive zoom without any wahala. So if they say they go get money, put more money for inside security matter, inside technology matter, wey go help our security for Nigeria.
Okay, just some points we raise. First of all, you say NYSC, that camp where they do so. Say now there they suppose they train these new graduates them on the unarmed combat scheme.
So make them not take talk of arm. That the arm may do why the unarmed is the first person.
No, leave unarmed combat scheme. He say NYSC. e suppose be a place where dem go teach everybody that survival skill of combat. Say, but they don reduce the thing now to 3 weeks, so nothing can really. But NYSC scheme is supposed to be used to learn survival skill of combat, to defend yourself. That na
Defend
one.
yourself with gun.
Yeah,
I don't
that's na one.
understand.
Then secondly again, e mention say this terrorism now e dey increase based on local and international funding. Say AGF now, NFIEU, all our defense people, they are working now with international to find the people there wey dey finance am from outside of country. He also mentioned the courts, our justice system to the delay. He mentioned the lack of technology. Say most of these countries wey dey do am, they produce the technology themselves. And we now we are working towards that. Then he also say the working up to 2027 election also follow for why there's increase in all this killy them. All these points that when I raise, what do you think about them?
The thing where I want to talk about that one where I agree is people where they fund terrorism. So people where they put money say they cause katakata for Nigeria, make this in the country no settle. Them plenty. They get people where they for Nigeria, where they fund them, and they also get people for outside where they put money say take this money, make the country no settle. We know. But the thing where Oga CDS come talk say and then go soon publish the name. No be today we dey hear that one. Oga, make government publish am, make we see the name first. And if you publish the name, ensure say you go take people to court. But no run to the media talk say this person name dey, this person's name dey there, e dey there. Maybe because na my political opponent or so, or being na my political opponent dey cause katakata. Ensure say you get evidence so that when you reach court, no be say God no be Father Christmas now. You tell me say somebody don thief something and you no get evidence to support say that person don thief, I will go tell you, if I be judge, I go tell you say why you come waste our time. I go say Mr. Man, just dey go your house, go dey enjoy. But if you don bring evidence say this person thief and the evidence wey you bring e clear, court go decide now. So before on that matter, that one gon take me issue of people listing the people funding terrorism, will now take me to second matter on issue of judiciary. We need to stop blaming judiciary. What we need to understand is that they can only work within their available resources. I was in court for a process last week Friday, and the judge, I think within within 2 hours, at the magistrate court, the judge was able to, the magistrate, sorry, the magistrate was able to decide on 5 cases, maybe within the space of 2 hours, like 3 hours. Because hearing after that, they grant the verdict. Then, it's number of courts that they have, courtroom that they have, and the number of magistrates that they have. For instance, if you have like 50 cases to decide in a day, and you just have like 3 courtrooms, and you have 3 magistrates working. Even if you have more than that, you have 3 or 5 magistrates working. It depends on the courtroom, but if you have 10 courtroom, you have like 20 magistrates deciding. It's to 8. Same thing is applicable to high court where you have judges deciding. They have more judges and they also have more courtroom to
This is
decide.
for the
It
more
will, it
fast.
will reduce the stress. For instance, if you know that okay, we have like 25 courtrooms and today we're having 50 cases, it will be easier, but you have like 5 courtrooms and you're having like 50 cases. So even though if you have 15 judges, they cannot work at the same time. You
Okay.
need to ensure that you cannot start deciding case under the tree.
Okay, so you're saying we need more courtrooms.
Yes.
And
But that I'll be talking to not limited to courtroom, and we're even talking about infrastructure. So because the Rome will now be the first thing to talk about infrastructure, technological device, and all that. So when they have this, we'll be able to take more action into the justice system will be able to fast track the justice system. And for the issue of taking people to court, I feel that it's very please for our security agency, not limited to armed forces right now, even to police, civil defense, NDLA and all that. If you arrest anybody of offender, suspect, ensure you do your due diligence before rushing to media to even issue your first press release. Ensure you have evidences, you have fact and figure. If you need to keep it low for you, I keep it low. Don't just tell us you've arrested 50 people when you don't have evidence to ensure that you try those 50 people in court. So get your evidence, get your act right. So when you are presenting it to the media just for awareness and taking it to court for trial, it will be easier and be able to get more conviction than you taking about over 100 cases to court for, at the end of the day, just like 10% conviction. It's because of the way that the officers they actually that handle the investigation. Because in Nigeria today, they pick you on the road, you are walking around 10:30, they can even file you, they can file a case against you in court the next day. For what? They can say they have 25 candidates. But if you are lucky to have a good lawyer, they'll just trash your account because it's just hearsay, rumor, they just want to indict you. Nonsense.
Okay. Anyway, as a lecturer, what do you think about, because you still mentioned something, say security, now something we they supposed teach everybody, we supposed learn. Is it a course in school? And is this something where they supposed even put inside timetable now from primary to secondary, if they teach them, is it in theory? Or this combat skill we are still talking about, self-defense skills, should it be something they are now putting for school timetable? Not just limited to this talk where they say they suppose they do one for NYSC time.
All right, I agree with him on that. Like I said earlier, that Ogasi there's I sabi him well well. He sabi wetin they do. Idea dey. But I know say Oga no fit, oh, he no be the he's not the one to implement the ideas. That's why he's pouring out all his ideas so that the one way education sector suppose take, they go take am. No be say I go even tell president, the education minister don't take note of that one. The one wey judiciary don't take. The minister of the judiciary, they don't know that one. Attorney general don't know that one. So you don't know that one. So Oga dey real am out say you take your own, you take your own. Even if I tell Oga president, if I no remember everything, the time where I deal with Oga president, because if you deal with president, you cannot spend all the whole time. So you go keep am short. You can't dey fire from all the fire from different angles. Say take your own, take your own. I think it is actually important that we review our curriculum in the higher institution right now, the JNS, where they have citizenship education. I think they should have a course about security underneath. It's not necessary it's a course on its own, maybe like course curriculum, like for 2 3 weeks that they will take the student through. And there is need for them to have physical exercise assignment, for maybe they bring in people from the armed forces, civil defense, paramilitary to train the students if necessary. They'll give them this civil defense and even security. Let me be frank. Security is not even about you having it. The having combat skill is necessary, but if you have high level of intelligence, it will help a lot in the area of security. For instance, if you are in a particular estate and you notice unusual movement, be able to call attention to it that we notice unusual movement here, and security agents, if they need to probe that person, they probe, it can actually prevent a lot of it. But you see people moving anyhow, if you are not paying attention, you will not even be able to know that there is something strange happening.
But it's the fault of Nigerians. So are we just open people? Because they still mention and too. Say even we Nigerians, say we too they open. It's easy for us to open our doors to strangers. Say we need to be more careful.
Yeah.
Are we not supposed to be able to move freely? Just have our life and just be enjoying ourselves.
No, if issue don't dey, say if issue no dey before, you dey move freely. But if you don't notice say issue don dey, we also need to be conscious of everything happening in our environment. So for Nigerians, we should not always push the blame to government. The basic thing that we need to do, we need to provide be the first level of defense for ourselves. And the first level is that we need to stay alert to ensure that when you notice something that is strange, you call attention of security. It is known as intelligence gathering. People working with DSS, you don't you don't even know them.
True.
Except they have to show maybe the court and all that. You don't know them. You have a lot of DSS, even they are among the populace. They are even working somewhere else, but they are gathering information. They are in schools, higher institutions, they are there gathering information. If they know that, okay, people want to cause havoc right now, they will quickly call office. This is what they are planning here. At times they will station more people, they will call for reinforcement. And when they get intelligence sharing, when they get information, they should ensure they share intelligence with other agencies. But the issue is that there are times when they share intelligence with other agencies. You notice that the information intelligence you share with this agency, they've actually given it out to the bad hands. It's not be as if you share intelligence with you so that you'll be able to work on it to secure this nation, but you are selling out this. That's why it's even difficult among the security agency for them to share intelligence, and because of the lack of trust
Among themselves.
Yes. We share intelligence that it's possible they have attack here. The next thing that we hear is that they've changed their model on primary because that they will come and attack them.
What conclusion of this insecurity matter? What should we as Nigerians do?
What we need to do is that we need to keep supporting government to do the right thing, and we need to keep giving them idea on how to improve. But government should not discourage Nigeria with the attitude. The issue of technology right now, it has been for over 1 decade, right? A lot of people have been saying that's the way to go.
But he said
Keep
it's
buying
very expensive. But he mentioned and shall now say Oga Presido, like as even talking now, he said Oga Presido now don't sign the defense industrial bill now. And say we will soon begin to produce these things
then
inside
that they
our
produce
own
the
country.
oga they don't sign this thing. Yeah, when they mention this kind of policy, every time when they talk policy paper issue, me I just dey laugh. No be today we dey hear about policy. Now implementation be the problem wey we get for Nigeria. Policy dey for Nigeria. If you check all paperwork for policy, e go even dey big, dey offices. The policy dey o. Even policy, different policy for different sector, paperwork dey o, but implementation na the problem wey we get for Nigeria.
So what should we do for our own self now? You say we suppose they watch, they
Watch
intelligent.
your environment, ensure that if there is something strange, you call attention of the necessary agency to it. And at the community level, they also need to build a kind of community security intelligence team that they'll be able to say in our community, these are the checklist of what to do. If you notice that somebody is moving, there is a strange movement, quickly call this person that will take action. Action not to go and attack that. We also need to be clear about that. Like what happened in Kwara, that they did jungle justice for one woman. That's not
The woman was
that's not the way to go to address the insecurity issue. When you notice something strange, there should be somebody in the community, maybe like the end of security intelligence in that community, that you are going to call. So if that person will now be the one to take action, action might not be to go and attack that person. Action might be, okay, let me call the neighboring police office, police division, the neighboring civil defense division, so that they can now call me as security agents and say, okay, this is the person, they are working this way. They can now, they have the authority, the backing by law to now say, call me, what are you doing here? If they're able to clear themselves, they let them go. But not community person will now say, wait, you come here, what are you doing here? You don't really have, sorry, you don't really have that right, please. So you allow the authority, people in authority to declare. So when you are doing that gathering intelligence, you need to ensure that you have the contact of the different security agency within your neighborhood at just your tile, so that you can easily dial their number and they pick. And for security agency too, if you give public a phone number that they can reach, or they can send WhatsApp message or SMS, ensure you react promptly to their messages or their alarm.
all right, here say you self shine your eye, no say security now also your business. Now waiting General Musa take and be that. He says security now the business of all Niger people, and say make every country person they situationally aware. You get like Oga Oyewale talk. Intelligence, shine your eye, know wetin dey go on. You see any face or any doings, then we get as they be like Krukere, raise alarm, call the appropriate authorities to take handle am. Our own no go loss, so we'll continue to live this life and overcome all the insecurity challenges. And seriously, parents them try any which way you fit, make your children also sabi these combat skills them. Now, moving to the next matter where we hand this morning. There's inside a very judgment where it don't be like say it don't set front for how things them go to be going forward. Federal Court of Canada say the two main political party for Nigeria, that now People's Democratic Party and All Progressives Congress, PDP and APC, say the things them where they do, the way where they behave, he amount to that. He carry the name of terrorism, and he also no fit with how democracy is supposed to be. In short, they say PDP in particular has benefit well from how they press down voters. Then, why the matter for happen? Now, one PDP member, okay, former PDP member, one Douglas Eharea, now he take waka enter for Canada, saying they find asylum. You get saying one made a give and that's a residency, want they stay there. So all those drop waiting and waiting you they do. Now there the man come mention saying been there for PDP, he later leave PDP, can go APC. So the Oga George for the case, that not Justice Fwong TV Ngo. You get on June 17, 2025. Come out now say from the political things and the kind of conducts you get where they do for inside our country, because it's saying be 8-year PDP member in Congo APC, but the Canada Immigration Authorities can say kai this one way don't run things with these two parties plus the intelligence, the international report. He said the two political parties involved in election misbehavior. They involved in killing that is politically motivated. You get, and as such, they cannot give him that asylum. In the word of the Justice Ngo, he said the behavior of some people will be member of PDP plus top ranking officials, those ones will commit political violence and intimidation on behalf of this party. It is too much. It is too persistent. You get, and as such, then they cannot give him that thing because of say he get association with these two parties. He can't continue say violence, murder, ballot stuffing, ballot box snatching, intimidation of voter, other unlawful things then just to get power. Say they fall under the Canada definition of terrorism. And because they intimidate public, they intimidate some part of public for political objective. Say, now, when you talk all these things, the oga wey go find asylum come out, hear wetin he talk. He say election violence is simply a normal part of Nigeria political cycle, and it merely constitutes the rules of the game. What do you have to say?
The thing we in talk right now, may we no lie to ourselves. The issue say PDP APC be terrorists, may I no support them. But the thing wey dem don talk say on the election matter, you go carry violence, go say go gidigbo, go beat that person because you wan win election. E dey happen now. Even dem dey find some people say because of election matter, dem go intimidate you. We vote this person. E dey on video. You know, it happen for Lagos. It happen for some states. Say
Shondit say
yes, ma'am. Say if you vote this person, we no go gree. You know if you vote this person for here, and that should not be election. So the issue of terrorism and labeling PDP APC terror, I'm not actually in support of it. But the one
came out after the by-elections wey happen over the weekend. He came out and say with the things where they say it happen inside the 12 states, or at least some of the states where election happen, where some of them no agree, where they even declare some inconclusive. Say they give name, they give credence to wetin the Canada court talk.
And yes, you know, say the issue that we have with the election, the electionary process, even the main election, issue of vote buying, voters intimidation, oppression, and all that. Yes, it's part of our process that we've been agitating that they should actually change their way. But because we've been agitating that they should change their way, we should not now call the dog a bad name in order to kill it. So that's not the way. We are not the one. Our political parties in Nigeria, be it PDP, APC, Labour Party, and even for some of our leaders, the political leaders that are doing PDAPC at the same time, maybe PDADC at the same time, they just need to change their way. Because by the time election should be a matter that the civic responsibility that the citizen will come out and say, we want to elect our leaders. They should give them the right to make that choice without any intimidation, without harassment, without fear of favor, even without inducement through vote buying, which people in the southern part of the southwest of Nigeria, they will call it the Boko Sebe. That means after the election, they give you money, and with that, you'll be able to get some money to make soup and also even get food for yourself, maybe for that day only. So they should stop. Allow people to vote on election day. Go out and vote. Elect your leaders. We have process of they call it electioneering process, because in build up they have primaries, their political party. Thereafter they go out to emergence of candidates, and they go for campaign, and after the campaign they have election. So during the campaign, sell your manifesto to people. If they like you, they will vote you. If they don't like you, you go and change your way and you come back next time. Not that you want to impose yourself on the people, on the populace.
But the man we talk say election violence is simply a normal part of Nigeria's political cycle, and it merely constitutes the rules of the game.
That's the way we play our game in Nigeria. We cannot shy away from it. That's the way politicians play their games. They just see it as the game For politician, politics is business. Oh. I invest, I ensure that my business must succeed. That's what they do. We cannot shy away from that. They say it's a business. Okay, somebody is investing 100 million, billions of naira in politics, in electionary matters. And do you think it's not a business? Because they know that when they get access to power, it's either they now start getting contract, inflate contract to recover the money that they spend on election. That's the way I'm supporting. That is actually fact. It's not fallacy. That's the way we play our game in Nigeria.
Okay, so PDP, when PDP they react, one of their talk persons say, if them for say some people, not generalize, in for agree. Say because generalize all. Say if they say some get terrorism related, saying for agree, but say no agree. APC also don't come out now, come talk say na ignorant judgment. You get say it don't matter anything. Even Olufemi Shoneye himself come out now, he come they say say this talk with them talk is deeply troubling. You get say if he even cause issue, say they not fit come they give visa. Say they not they give visa, get other repercussion where people stop young people from to join political parties. Them even ADC, African Democratic Congress, Coalition of United Political Parties, don't come out now say, but you cannot blame them. Say now the reported cases.
Yes, now
you get of electoral malpractices now in carry on.
If you search online, voters intimidation on election, you see video that will pop up that will confirm what the man has said. So we just need for our politicians, they need to change their way. And for security, at times you see security agency even helping them indirectly to carry out this kind of evil act. We need to change our way and to ensure that during electioneering process, during the campaign, we make the campaign to be peaceful, and on election day, we allow people to express their will through their ballots by voting without any intimidation, harassment, or inducement.
But seriously, how do we get to this one? Because like you talk, normally, that's so it's supposed to be. Ideal situation, level playing ground, just come and choose it. But do you think, say, we figure something like that, there will be election where they no go vote by? There will be election where violence no go happen inside this Nigeria. With the fact, say, especially now, since after the removal of subsidy and other things, Nigerians are complaining, they are hungry. Do you think, say, these things them no go happen again in 2027?
If it no happen, if Nigeria don't learn, but if we no learn, it will happen again. The reason why I say that is say, if you last time they say maybe you take 5,000, vote for this person, and that person no come work, they come back say okay, we go increase the amount wey we go pay you this time at 10,000, and people will give you 5,000 last time for 4 years, you no see them again, and you no even enjoy any of their policy. Maybe like in terms of the roads, health sector, empowerment and all that, they enjoy wetin they do. So they can't come back again and say 10,000. And if you now still gullible now say, okay, I go and collect. Say you don't collect your entitlement for another 4 years with that. If anything happen, you go suffer am later.
But secondly, still on this matter, what if you do the right thing? Okay, you reject the money. How is there guarantee say there will be no electoral rigging? How is the guarantee?
But I can on that. I need to be clear on that. Issue of snatching of ballot paper, solving of ballot by more paper, you go and do one box and you put it in the ballot box, is gradually fading away.
But just this last by-election now, they even went to Kano State. You understand? And they said they arrested over 333 suspects. And they got no, they said they even got ballot boxes from them, and some already thumb-printed, about 100 and something like thumb-printed papers, where they say they collect back from some of the suspected thugs in Kano.
And say when they see them for Kano, they arrest them. That means the thing wey they want to do, they no see am, they no allow them do am. Now, how's our security agency suppose dey behave with that? On election day, just ensure say they just need to stay for gidigba for every corner wey dem suppose stay. If you wan do anyhow, they go just pack you. So if you like if they get like 20 touts wey wan do anyhow for that day, dem pack the 20. Say people go get opportunity to vote peacefully, and they go announce result peacefully, and they go even declare the winner peacefully. But the thing be say at times wey they wan do anyhow, they go come see some of our security agencies, say dem be human beings. Take this thing. The election logistic for you guys in this neighborhood is 50 million. we ensure that you do this for us, you do this for us. That time, they feel look away, or they feel no dey their duty post. You know, say, wahala, they gbege dey shele for that side, they go this side, just to allow them to finish the gbege when they do. After they don't do wetin dem, because they come, blah, 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 blah. But if they do their work like they don't do am for Kano that last week, I know say the thing go change. We fit change o. This our country, na better country, Nigeria. Nigeria go still be better, and we'll continue to we'll enjoy peace, we'll enjoy progress, we'll enjoy prosperity in this country. It's a matter of time, but we need to change our way.
So going forward now, on top this federal Canada courts matter, waiting their reactions, Nigeria reaction, and then to even us Nigerians going forward with you to talk.
Like the thing where I say we need to change our ways for our political class. They usually travel abroad. Like I mentioned during my appearance on a show during last week, I mentioned that the INEC should ensure that they just don't use IREF. They just don't upload results on IREF. They do tabulation, like what is obtainable in other clients in 6 countries, even in Africa, in Ghana, South Africa, and other countries. That immediately they complete, after completing the process at the polling unit, they do election, they upload results. Not they can upload the result sheet to serve as evidence, but they also do tabulation, they do inputting of figures, so that as they are inputting figures from different polling units, you will be able to get the total score. It will be adding up across polling units. I'll be able to get the summary for the ward, summary for the local government, summary for the state, and even likely winner before the declaration. You have an idea of the figure. What they are just coming out to do is to do official pronouncement in line with the Electoral Act. Not that somebody will change it. And for accreditation process, now that we are use technology for accreditation, beavers for accreditation, we are not just using beavers for accreditation. If you are doing simultaneous accreditation, you have to do accreditation, you vote. We can stay with immediately after the election, when you close voting by 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. They should make the accreditation figure available online to everybody. So if we now, before 5 p.m. on election day, we should have an idea of total number of accredited voters in each state. And if it's a national, it's a presidential election, we should have the total number of people that are accredited for the presidential election. So we already have an idea of the figure you're expecting after the counting of votes. And before the midnight that day, on INEC portal, we should have an idea if they have done the input. You know, if they are closing election by 3 p.m. It is expected that before 6, even if they have network issue uploading, they should be able to get to the INEC portal before 12 midnight. So if they are taking 2-3 days to do normal physical collation, it's just like you reaffirming what they have. Like what happened in Oyo State. By 2-3 p.m., they already done the collation from each ward. So people already have an idea of what the results will be. Like the governor, my governor Seyi Makinde, appear on a radio show to commensurate with the Fresh FM after Ibadan, and I said, and I was trying to appreciate the people of that federal constituency, Ibadan, not federal, because they've seen the result. I was saying that we've seen the result coming from polling, not our own figure. That is how it should be. So when you have an idea of the figure, you know the next line of action, not that somebody will now change it. But the moment you are saying you just upload result sheet only, without the normal inputting of figure that they can easily be summed together from each word to polling unit to another, it will be difficult. It will not be helpful. Because if you want to get analysis, you ensure you open each result doing your manual tabulation. They should do it automatically, and so that will help the process.
Oyewale Oyelola, serving from top public matters, and the lecturer from Federal Polytechnic Ado Ekiti, and don't be my guest on top of the show today. Thank you so much, sir, for a wonderful time. We really appreciate you for coming, and I hope so whenever we call on you again, you go show off.
We go show face.
We wish you safe journey back home.
Thank you.
And for you, everything you follow us, take enjoy the show. Hope you had a wonderful time. Thank you so much. Say Tanda Gidigam on top CHRICED radio and television. Continue to follow us on top all of our social media handles. You can see I'm saying then the scroll on top the screen. On Monday, 9 o'clock, we will return back with other beautiful, beautiful programs. But for now, this is where we will draw the curtain for the show today. 12 o'clock, we will come back with sharp story. Until then, continue to enjoy yourself on top CHRICED radio and television.com. My name na Princess Anyana good morning. Thank you.
Hello, my country people of Nigeria. It don't take small where I say yo. Maybe now one of the reasons why rumors in the spread say Kebobo don't leave the media space. But you know what? Say no to fake news. Because I never get tired and I know they retire. I just change gears more and make we enjoy ourselves better. Before you don't listen to me and that voice they sweet you, the analysis they tutorial you. Now you go to watch me live on top CHRICED radio and television, where we go to break down news analysis well for you. On top of newspaper radio, big story when they happen. Inside program what we call Inside Nigeria. You go enjoy now well because we go break down for you, you go reason with us and you go understand the grammar well. What you need to do now to follow us on top www.cricedradiotv.com or you can follow us on top all our social media platforms. My name is Kolawole Omani on top CHRICED radio and television.